I got something to say, honestly. I've, Summer del Piso, by the way, first and foremost. I'm not trying to impersonate another person or trying to pretend I'm someone else. I stumbled into this place. Grand Concourse is it. It's a whole other ecosystem up here. I swear, man, it's like every time I think I got New York figured out, you know, there's just another place that just impresses me completely. And as I was walking around, you know, I walked by so many families doing their thing. People said, what's up? I said, what's up? And I'm just like, I was thinking about semen retention as per usual, you know, the nutcase constantly in perpetual thought of this spiritual practice of ascension. And I was thinking, as a person whose eyes are opened by the practice of semen retention, is it inevitable that we lose in like a really deep connection with the people around us? Today at the gym, I was at the gym earlier today, and a friend told me that, I mean, he's not on semen retention at all, most likely not. And he told me that he started to feel very, very lonely, essentially, because he realized that he works all the time and he has to lean on himself for financial support. God forbid he's in emotional turmoil, he can't turn to anyone for help. And he has a younger brother that he does not want to go through the same situation as him or grow up the same as him, which was devoid of parental connection and love. So he serves as some sort of surrogate guardian for his little brother. And it made me think too, it was a seedling. That was a seed of this flower that blossomed within a couple hours, actually, because it's the end of the day now. And so this thought that I had of, is it the same way as us retainers? Can we not feel connected to the people around us, our family members, our closest friends, just because they're not on the practice of semen retention? Or is it something a bit more deeper? Is it because that on a metaphysical level, there is no coherency between our two vessels, the vessel of a retainer with refined energy and the other of just licentious behavior? Is that the reality that we have to come to face? And I don't know if it is, which I think it is. I think that this is something that is seldom talked about in this community. Why can't we connect? Is it maybe we're not opening ourselves up as people? Maybe we cannot with another individual that does not reciprocate that same energy, you know, because they're not on the practice. What do we do? What do we do? I don't know. I'm not gonna cry. Somer doesn't cry, you know? We're manly, you know? We're masculine. Masculine men don't cry. Besides, I've done my crying in the past, you know? In the far, far past, for other reasons. As practitioners of this very, very sacred, very, very ascending practice, I think you can't. There's a mismatch of frequencies, and the things that we worry about aren't things that people of other vibrational states would worry about. There is no connect. We could pretend to be of them. That's how I've been living my life. I know I can't really connect with anyone. I'm at work. I talk with a lot of people, you know, in general, just at work, customers and employees alike, people at the gym, people in my life. But never can I go as deep as talking about semen retention and just my observations and my journey with it and how that lent to the development of my emotional state and my maturity now. Granted, there are some things that I could definitely take care of that's sitting in the subconscious, for sure, and I'm being presented with it, absolutely. But I just know that I can't really connect with people with my innermost thoughts and my deepest ideas on the practice of semen retention. Does that make me feel like a lack? Sure, to some degree, but I think that I've just been in this situation for so long that it's sort of normalized at this point. You know, I've come to accept it. I'm not angry at the world. I don't hold any resentment towards the people of the world. But it's just a reality I've come to accept. When you're on this practice of semen retention, guys, you do understand that there's no turning back. So you can't, be on the practice of semen retention and then go back into the worlds below, having fun sexually and all that stuff. And you really can't do that. It's not like it's off limits to you, but you'll slowly figure out why you can't do it, because it's a mismatch of frequency. It doesn't work. It's not conducive to your growth anymore. You just have to accept it. What do you do? I mean, how do you deal with these emotions? You find people. It's like what Ewan McGregor said, or Mark Renton, Rent Boy, from Trainspotting, is you choose life. You choose to dive deep in. You get rejected, you get rejected. You get accepted, you get accepted. You hold on to the people that accept you. I feel fullness every now and then. I would feel a lack, but that's just life. I have never been happier that I've discovered this practice, or else I'll just be, of the world. And that's just not the point of things, right? It's not the point of things to remain in that state. Choose life, Veronica. Choose life. So, with that being said, that's all I gotta say for you guys today, man. Don't let this place get you down. Sometimes you'll feel without. Sometimes you'll feel devoid. But that's just life, and you have to accept it. The alternative is not being on semen retention and being subjected to the things and the events of the people around you and the world around you. And that, I don't think, is the way to be. So stay radiant, you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.